Good morning, it's Johnny Boy. I'm just about to load a video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. And if you've enjoyed it, give it a like. Have a great day. Good morning, it's Johnny Boy in the van, ready to go. But today I've got lots on my mind today. There's lots happening and I feel a bit stressed. Morning. No, just carry on talk like we were doing, like we were natural then, and just carry on being natural.
I know.
He's got a lovely smile, is our Ryan. Ryan, you've travelled down this morning from
Crewe.
From Crewe. So if there's anybody up in the Crewe area, how far would you travel around the Manchester area, like working?
I would travel anywhere, you know. It's Manchester's what, an hour for me, depending on where. So it's not really that far.
So within you generally, if you was working up there, you'd be like within an hour of Crewe, wouldn't it? Which takes
I would travel easily.
Chester, take over to Chester, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Chester's even
south side of Crewe. How far down? An hour, within an hour?
Yeah, anywhere within it.
Yeah, where would be like an hour south of
well, so
Birmingham,
I can get to Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, all within an hour.
So if you're looking for a good contractor, Ryan's your man, and if you need his details, just give me a shout, just comment in this video. Right, what are we getting on with this morning?
This morning I think we got to get some block work in there, don't we, so we can get the rest of the shape right
for the split level.
Yeah,
so we're just going over what we got to do, and then to the face of it we got to start sticking the risers, and we've also got to start putting the coping stone on the top. So we've got a bit of cutting to do on the Ruby this morning, but we are going to be filming with the Canon 80D.
Yeah.
You're being fair. How's it going so far?
Oh, it's going really well.
Plenty of tea.
Plenty of tea, just be careful with the sugar.
What do you reckon of our Ryan?
Ryan, well, I'm not quite sure about him yet.
Right, we live?
Yeah.
Can we have a look? Have a look. So what we've done here, okay, what we've got, we have over here, and we've put this one on just to see what it looks like. We've got the mitre on there. We've got this 30mm bullnose Brazilian black slate, which has been had a fluting blade underneath to get the drip to come down so it doesn't go down the face. Then what we have, there's a bit of a, these come at just over a metre, these are 900, so we've got these at a halfway point, but to try and get these cutting, it just gets a bit confusing, and it's got to look right. So we got a 3/4 bond, we haven't got the joints running on that point there. We've got a 4mm gap there, and we've got a 4mm gap underneath there. What we've done here, if you look at this, right, come over here mate, if you can just come down and have a look underneath here for our viewers, is we've got a level across here. We've got the 30mm, and then we've got the 4mm spacer underneath there, and that's nice and flat. It's still got a point on there, and this unit here is nice and flush all the way across. And we have, I've just got to tap it over that way a little bit, but we have, let me just tap it over it, 1 second. You can see the job. But if you look here for our viewers, we have just there, look at that, a 4mm space there again, and that's nice and flush on top. If it is a little bit high in places where we've cut it like there, we can get the grinder and just go across thereafter. So what we're going to do now, the most important thing, as per usual, this is what I've always said for many years, is that probably the most important tools that you have at your disposal is a bucket of water and a sponge, which is very cheap, and it's going to save you a lot of problems. You've got to make sure that you keep things clean. It's always difficult when you're grouting patios. Granted, I totally agree with you. What happens, you get that haze, that porcelain haze, just like the tilers. Any tiler would tell you about that. But if you look at this now, that's dropped out there now. Just put that back in. Got to make sure that that's in. So what we have here, this unit won't kick out now from underneath there because it's against these here. Okay, it's against these tiles here, or ceramic porcelain slabs. That can't kick out. We've just got to make sure that's nice and clean. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave that for a while now. We have slurried these, but I haven't slurried this one because I just wanted to show you on camera where we were going. But are you pleased with that, Roy?
Yeah, looks good.
Look from that side. I think it'll look absolutely fine, but just got to make sure it's clean. But we'll leave that for a moment and just let it go off.
Yeah. So yeah, no, we've done that. You know, you've gone through it. You've shown me it. You've explained it. We've practiced it. Done one with you. So it's covered everything, really.
But also, you're showing me things as well and reminding me about things as well, making me put things into practice.
Absolutely, yeah. Every day's a school day, and you know, you could be the subject matter expert, but somebody's just done something that
I love that.
You haven't done, and
great words.
Yeah.
Subject matter expert.
Yeah,
but we don't know. None of us don't know
no,
it all,
of
do
course
we?
we don't. Like I say, every day's a school day, and we're all learning.
Right. Cheers, Roy.
No worries.
So what we're doing now, we're continuing with these. Oops, nearly went with these blocks. You can see how we've laid them across here. Can't go anywhere. They're on a Lee mix, and we're going to go around there. It's going to create the shape. So we want to try and get over to where the pillar is going to be, the stone pillar over here eventually, and we've got to put a foundation in on there.
Hi, you going to do any work this morning, or are you just going to keep playing with your cameras?
Do you know, you're a cheeky sod really at the end of the day. No, what we're doing is that what happens, Roy, is that people like good quality content as well as the imagery, all right? And though those iPhones are good, when I use the Pivo, because it's a Bluetooth, it takes, the resolution seems to drop off. But what we're doing now this morning, we're going to use this. Look at this. So this is the Canon 80D used by Casey Neistat, who is the YouTuber in New York, and Casey Neistat has really reviewed these many times. This is the Canon 80D. We've used it a few times, but it's got this Rode microphone. But what I've done before now is I haven't turned the switch on, and it blocks the sound out. So there you go.
So what would you say it's for, like, if somebody was getting it? Would you say they're quite an expensive piece of kit?
Well, the camera was about £1,500, but what makes the difference is the lenses. So if you change the lenses, something like this could cost £4,000 or £5,000. So there's multiple lenses could fit this, but this is good enough. Like in the resolution. The thing is, it's got this display. You can use that, so you can actually see, you know, what you're doing and what you're filming, and it is pretty simple. But I think what I owe it to the viewers is to sort of try and film it a little bit, like, you know, and let's have a go, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Upgrade. Right, John, do you want to tell everyone what you've got?
Well, these are the new inflatable pets for every landscaper, like to frighten the customer. No, seriously, these are the new Ruby gel injected knee pads. Look at this, right? If you have a look down there, look, absolutely, these are brilliant. These are, they, you know, I think they work. But hey, look, everybody, it's not going to suit everybody, but certainly, because this has got the Velcro part and it's got the hook bit underneath. And what they did, what do you reckon they did the Velcro and the hooky bit on there?
Hey?
They've got the Velcro bit at the top and they got the hooky bit at the bottom. Why don't they do one of one and one of the other? Why combine it? But anyway, we'll get these on now.
It's half and half to keep everyone happy.
I'm not half and half. So here we are. Look, just have a look at them. I'm going to model these now. Check those out.
Oh, hey, you get the strength in the bottom bit. I can see that now. It's like a Top Gear review, isn't it? So you hook these on here like that. So you pour those in, and the Velcro bit at the top. I don't know what. I don't really know what it is. Do I look good? No, I look short, don't I? Don't I?
Yeah.
No, they're good. They're good.
Yeah? Good. Get me a pair now.
Yeah. I'll order them. Are you filming? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So camera, it just broke. That's fine, no problem at all. Like, so what we're doing, we put these 4-inch blocks in, and I gotta say, let's speak as you find, is that we had these blocks delivered the other day. Do I say who they were from?
Probably not, but
No, I don't want to have a gun because they were prepared to change them. They're okay. They're okay, but they're supposed to be a 7 Newton block, and there's no way that's a 7 Newton block, like, you know. So anyhow, what we're doing here, we're putting these blocks on, as I explained, coming round. We've brought the patio over. We've got our string line over there, so we know what height these blocks have to be in. So I'll change this block now in a moment, but these blocks are going to come round, and it's not exactly a wall, is it, Brian? You know,
no, not quite.
We've got a lee mix underneath all this at different levels. It's really, really strong, and the idea about putting these blocks in, so we've got something to stick to when we're putting our riser on that side. So
Well, there we are. Ryan's got the block work along here. He's done a good job as well getting that in, and as you can see, he's got just the right correct depth underneath that line, and he's checked it. You've checked it over there as well,
yeah,
with a level, haven't you?
yeah, I have.
So but that's a good shape on there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming along nicely.
Well, Ryan's cutting over there now with the ruby. But what I wanted to show you, I was hoping to show you with me putting it on, but what I'm doing now is I'm actually putting on we've got a slurry we're putting on the wall to make sure that we've got to smooth that small wall off, and the slurry will actually help the render to adhere before we start fixing those units that you see there onto that wall, the risers.
I know what you're going to ask me. What am I doing? Well, come and have a look. Come a bit closer. So, if you look at this now, okay, this is where our risers. I've got a chip on that one. That's right. They go on the bottom. So this riser here is 300, isn't it? 300 mil wide by 150. So they're going to go on here like so. Okay. As you can see, it's from the top side. It's touching all the mortar completely. Now, if I never put that mortar on, that render, there you are. Look. If I push it on there, you can see the marks on there from the porcelain, how it's touched the wall. Now, if I never done that, with the wall coming round, you've got gaps in the wall, and especially on the internal, the round bit coming around the internal part, is that when the paving sits against the wall, it's not touching it. So the idea is then we have a flat mortar bed here that'll go off, that'll render, and that's what we put our Mapai exterior adhesive on that. We put it on the wall, we put it on the slab, and then we back butter. Okay, we butter that unit, and we butter this unit. The unit being the wall, and this unit being the porcelain. So we butter both, and then we stick it on. It's a rapid set. So when you're mixing this up, you don't want to be mixing too much, because, well, you don't want to mix too much. You're going to just mix what you can handle. But the crucial thing about this part here is why it's beneficial is it's got an SBR in it, and the SBR is basically a rubber solution, okay, and it's water resistant. So what's going to happen is, if there was any damp on that side, okay, and let me point out the difference with a lee mix in comparison to an MOT is that's not going to get as much water penetrating it like an MOT would. So we ain't gonna have, if there's any moisture coming through here, it's going to get to this point, and there's a barrier. So we've slurried that wall first, then we've mixed a render system up, right, with an SBR in it to make sure that it doesn't blow this unit off the wall. Now the fact is that Mapai, with their rapid set adhesive, there will be a rubber solution in that as well. But this is just belt and braces, and you can actually start seeing the shape of the wall now. So I'm just going around. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. Come in. Pause a little bit.
Get the hair right.
Yeah. Right. Oh, hey, look, we're done for the day, aren't we? And
Yeah.
what I was saying to you earlier was that the other day it looked like we'd done a great expanse of paving, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
You know, you push on really fast, and then it looks like that you're slowing up. But in retrospect, we have done quite a bit today, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got all these little units, but that's all time consuming, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it
So
takes time.
what rides so like the units for the front, isn't it? The
Yeah,
fascias,
yeah.
the risers, like
Yeah.
on there. So we've done that. We've got the block work in here, haven't we?
Yeah, it's got the block work, and then you've slurried it, and
Yeah, to stop any damp
Yeah.
coming through. We've done the Lee mix over on this side, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's the Lee mix there.
yeah. Then we've put these ends in as well.
Got the block work done on that side as well. So, and and what Ryan was saying is over here we've done some cuts as well on that side, just to take it over a little bit for when, before the wall gets built, we can actually cut the shape out, can't we?
Yeah, that's it.
So we're closing in on this bit, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully towards the end of play tomorrow, we might be, coming down onto the next.
Yeah. So Wednesday we might be working on this bit to get the paving done there, overhang ready for the cutting, and then we can make a decision about what we're going to cut, whether we're going to cut the copings first, or whether we're going to overhang or put the copings on first. Do we do the coping first, or do it after once we've done the cuts? So we'll see.
See.
Yeah. That's it.